Hello, I'm Raina Morgan, and I'm visiting with Frank Murray, who is the author of Natural Supplements for Diabetes. Exactly what is diabetes, Frank?
Well, there are basically three types. There's type 1, which you used to call juvenile onset diabetes. These are people in which something, perhaps a virus, has destroyed the pancreas' ability to produce insulin, so they have to inject insulin in order to metabolize the carbohydrates and starches.
So their pancreas just doesn't function anymore.
Doesn't function at all.
Because my sister had that at 13.
Yes, I have a sister who has it also, about